What is the common thing you see in all these very successful African people when you meet them?
Hard work. And most of them stay true to themselves. One thing that they will always tell you, God first. I've never met anyone who is so successful that he never believed in God.
This is the journey to One Africa.
Wow. That's a tough question. So, I'll go for a man called Mr. Kasapre. He's raised in Ghana.
Okay.
He's never granted any interview. He's one of the richest men in Ghana, if not the richest. He's built a successful beverage company. He's into real estate. And I'm the only person who did an interview with him. The whole country. That made me feel like, wow. I think I'll finally made it. Yeah, because there's no story on him.
So people, they want to find his story, they have to.
Everybody's story was from him.
Wow.
I think that was a special moment. He invited me to his home, stayed in his house. No one has been there, just a family home. And I stayed there for like 4 to 5 days. With me, the wife cooks for me. I eat. I mean, it was special. But I've met so many people, but the thing is like, also like Nigeria, I met the owner of Innocent Motors, car manufacturing company. At that moment, I was like, nah. And what even shocked me was after the video, when I posted a video, he calls me and phoned and said, you know what, I've spent millions of dollars promoting my company. And you came here with just your phone and your small camera. In my mind, I'm like, what is he gonna do? But I want to tell you something. You've done something that the millions of dollars that I've spent couldn't see that. And I want to tell you that you're small, you're right. Yeah, that one also struck me so hard. And another story in Malawi. But I met, I think the woman said she knows the man.
That's
The dog, yeah. So that's the guy that everybody in Malawi celebrates. But it's so hard to like get close. And I go there and he spent the whole day with me. So that was also like great. He spent the whole day, and guess what happened? He built a man-made lake, but he's never been on the lake. His first time being on the lake was when I was there. Because I asked him to come on the lake with me. And he's like, no, go with the boys and all of that. I didn't understand. So when we were on the water, cruising, and he's like, you know what? This is my first time being on the lake, and it's because of you.
why he never went there?
He just want to see people having fun, but personally, he doesn't fancy those things. He built a man-made lake. He gets his fishes from the lake, and it's more like his village that he was born, but he has never been on that lake. Yeah. So, I mean, incredible stuff. I think in Uganda, I met Hamis. He's a guy that has built a very successful business, but he doesn't branch into this. It hasn't granted to me. So when I was there, he gave me the chance to speak to him. He even took me around his own house. He built one of the
High level trust. The high level trust.
yeah. So I believe that sometimes it's God grace on you. Whenever you go to places, it shines. Yeah, so the stories doesn't make sense. Like when you meet people that people don't get a chance to meet them. But when you get there, it's like it looks like we both of you are friends. So yeah, I don't take that for granted. Bro.
What is the common thing you see in all these very successful African people when you meet them?
Hard work. And most of them stay true to themselves. One thing that they will always tell you, God first. I've never met anyone who is so successful that he never believed in God. All of them. I don't know who. All of them. Tough. From Gambia. Built one of the biggest estates in Nigeria. Now he's building a city. And he will tell you, put God first. Everyone. I don't know. All of them. Even the private jet owner. I will tell you, put God first.
What is your next project?
I'll keep that for a second for now, but I'll tell you off camera. But the project we're working on right now, like we just came back from the Caribbean, connecting the Caribbean with Africa. That's one of the successful things that we've ever done. But the biggest project that is coming up, I'll keep that for a second.
That's wonderful, man. I'm excited. Wow. So good, man.
Yeah. Because like, I used to share my ideas out there, but now I'm changing. When I get it done, you say that I'm done. Yeah.
Share the evidence.
Because like, I kept on talking about the Caribbean for so long that I want to go to the Caribbean, and things kept on failing. So this time around, all they saw was I was in the Caribbean. So I'm just trying to because I love to I have so many ideas in the head, and my ideas are more like inspiration. So I don't really necessarily feel like I want to do this. I get inspired, then I put it out there, then I work towards it. But this time around, when I get inspired, I write it down. And I work towards it. If it to be those days, I'll tell you my next plans. But these days, no. Good to see you, though.
Same here, son.
I even told you moved to Ethiopia, bro. He loved Ethiopia, man. Did you get a girlfriend from Ethiopia or something?
No.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I think we have one thing in common, though. But answer that question and I'll answer that question. You had a girlfriend in Ethiopia?
I never had.
That's right.
I never had.
Bro, those beautiful
I wanted to, but I never had.
Did you try?
I did try, yeah.
Then you failed.
I failed.
I think there's a problem that I have with Ethiopian women. It's more like they love to date themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
And they also don't trust anyone out of Ethiopia. But when it comes to relationship, I think when you meet Ethiopians out of Ethiopia, that's we're all having fun. But Ethiopians in Ethiopia, I was there, man.
Yeah.
And
It didn't work out.
no. So I understand you, man. Nah, Ethiopia. That's one thing that I don't like about Ethiopian women. Like, they love themselves.
Yeah.
That's okay, but I'm coming from another African country. I've been interested. But I mean, I've dated an Ethiopian before. Yeah, but it was not like dating. Just fine, eat some raw meat and go home.
Yeah. You know, that's it right now. You never know, man.
How does it feel being a pastor's son?
Man, it feels.
Wow, that looks good. Hey, ow, why is my own different? No, why is my own different? Wow. What's a beef? This is beef. So you never answered a question.
Yeah. To be honest, man, it's a huge burden because you always have expectations. People they want you to act certain way. For example, a lot of people they don't understand my hair, they don't understand my swags, because they hold me to the standard of my dad. But luckily, my dad, my family understand me because I love staying true to myself. So my dad actually invited me home to preach to his church. So I did a seminar in the church, and I never left my chain, my hair, man, in the village. Imagine, I went with him. I did like 3 to 4 days, and my dad had to defend me. Like I did not, for me, I did not care. I'm like, okay, this is me. I don't want to put this aside. And then when you meet me somewhere, and you'll be like, why do you look like this? This is me. So my dad, he had to defend me. Talking about this guy, he lived outside for a while and this and that. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure. But the good thing about it is that my family can pray for me. Because they know what I do is dangerous. So they pray for me.
It still look good, no worries. It still look good.
Look at that, man, look at that. So Wode wanted to try something local, not fancy, something real, to remind himself of how his life was in Tanzania first time when he came here.
Exactly.
He was living a hard life here.
This one is an upgraded version of the street food that I ate the last time that I came.
You know what that lady told me? The doctor? She was telling me, oh, that's the kid. She was telling me this. She said, hey, you need to bring Wodemaya in a nice place. But he said it's good to show the positive and the negative side, but so we want our country to look good out there. And I was telling her that hey, you just want to have something local, you know.
So, the reason why I asked you that question because you look at pastor son, you know?
Yeah, I told me.
And when you start talking about Pan-Africanism and all of that, people tend to say that, oh, why you still a Christian? And,
Oh yeah.
you know, and being a pastor son, what's your stance on it? That's why I like it.
For me, I'm glad I got to know Ethiopia because I always go back to Ethiopia when people are telling me about that. Because I always tell them that Christianity was here even before colonization came to Africa. I give example, there. And also, to be honest, man, there are things that we cannot change today. To be honest, like it's like changing people's religion or people's belief. It's something that you cannot change. Right? But we need to. I believe we need to maybe recolonize our mind because that's what they did. We already had, belief in God. But what colonizers did, they just came to brainwash us with the Bible and all those stuff. But it doesn't mean that God is not there. They just they misinformed us. Right? Two issues with Africa: misinformation and miseducation. What they did to us, it just change the way we think, and if you think something else, when you look at white man, you feel like it's God, Jesus. But that's not true. So we have this privilege to to re-educate ourselves and to have this authentic knowledge about Africa even before colonialism. So, and that's why I feel like I have responsibility, to share with, my fellow Africans about that, so that they may know that, hey, when you look at Christianity or when you go to Ghana, I was reading the history of the castle, right? I really want to visit there. Exactly. I'm reading this one book. It's called Africa, Magufuli and Change. It's a really nice book. I'll recommend it to you as well. Africa, Magufuli and Change. One doctor from Zambia, I think they wrote it. Just recently, last year in September, he released it. And he's talking about the history, of Ghana and everything. So a lot of people, when they see that, they just hate Christianity. They just hate it because
There was a church on top of the dungeon where the slaves were kept.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. So for me, I believe in God, and there's a way that I know how to balance that. Because honestly, I cannot really put God out of the picture. With Christians like this. What do you think?
We actually God's people
Yeah.
that are lost. And we need someone to bring us back to God.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So you cannot do what you do and say that you're taking God's out. Because at the end of the day, black people are God's people.
100%.
Is it really fried fish or?
That's a fried fish.
I think it tastes like what?